There's a specific kind of heaviness that shows up on a Sunday evening, and almost no one names it properly. Sometimes it starts earlier, already there by Sunday afternoon, and sitting quietly in the background. And you can feel it before anything else has actually happened. Because nothing is wrong. You might even be having a decent weekend, but there's this weight that starts to build anyway. Part of what makes it so strange is that the feeling doesn't match the moment. Like, you're not in a crisis, but Sunday evenings carry a kind of pressure that doesn't belong to the day itself. It follows you through small moments, sitting on the sofa, watching something you were enjoying earlier, but now it doesn't seem to land in the same way. There's this quiet awareness that time is slipping, and not in a dramatic way, just the sense that the weekend is closing and you can feel it happening before it's even finished. And that brings a kind of grief with it. Not for something that's already gone, but for something that's about to be. Because the weekend, it's not just time off. It's a different version of you. One that moves at your own pace and that doesn't have to be as on all the time. And as Sunday moves on, you can feel that version fading. It's easy to assume that this is just about Monday, but most of the time it isn't really about the tasks waiting for you. It's about the version of you that those tasks require. During the week, you're more structured, more contained. You have to show up in a certain way, think in certain patterns, hold yourself together in ways that take effort. The weekend loosens that. You can move at your own pace and you don't have to be as on all the time. And Sunday evening is where that starts to reverse. You begin to feel yourself being pulled back into that other version. And even if your week isn't that terrible, there's still a loss in that transition, because it means letting go of the version of you that feels more natural and more able to relax and be yourself. There's something underneath it too. Like the awareness that the weekend was supposed to give you something and didn't quite give you anything, or didn't quite give you what you expected. Like, maybe you spent most of the time recovering from the week before, and now it's ending without that feeling of being reset. And that creates a quiet disappointment. It's not sharp enough to name directly, just enough to sit in the background. And when Sunday evening arrives, there's no more time left to adjust to it. This feeling has become stronger now because the line between the weekend and the week isn't as clear as it used to be. Like, your phone keeps everything slightly open. So even when you're off, part of you isn't fully off. For a lot of people, the weekend has become the only space where they feel like themselves, which means losing it every week isn't neutral. And it's important to say that what this isn't, it isn't automatically a sign that you hate your job. It isn't something that gets fixed by planning a better Sunday. And it isn't a failure to use your time off properly. A lot of the advice around this tries to optimize it. Like, turn Sunday into a perfectly balanced routine so the feeling disappears. But that misses the point. because this isn't just about what you do with your time, it's about what your time represents. And right now, millions of people are sitting with that exact same heaviness at the same hour in slightly different forms. What seems to help isn't trying to get rid of it immediately. It's recognizing it for what it is, letting it be there without needing to solve it straight away. Sometimes there's something useful underneath it. If you look at what specifically feels heavy, it can give you information, a signal about how your week is structured or how you're showing up into it. And even when you can't change those things right now, noticing them matters. It turns something vague into something you can actually understand and think, why do I feel this way every Sunday? There's also a quiet permission in this to have a Sunday evening that isn't productive, to try and win back the weekend before it ends, because the pressure to make it feel perfect often makes the feeling worse. And underneath all of that, you're not the only one sitting with this. People you know and people you work with, people who seem completely fine, a lot of them feel this too. They just don't talk about it. If Sunday nights have felt heavy in a way you couldn't quite explain, that's what this is. You're not being dramatic. You're not bad at relaxing. You're feeling something that almost everyone experiences. Naming it doesn't make it disappear, but it does make it easier to carry.